1,000 arrested and 21 k.illed in Iran's violent regime protests enter their sixth day. Official statistics also show that at least 21 people have been killed. Protests against the government are entering their sixth day, with citizens violently clashing with police as water cannons and tear gas being controversially used to suppress the crowds. Tehran's deputy governor Aliasghar Nasarbhat has reportedly said that 450 people, almost half of all those arrested, were detained in Tehran, where the protests first began last Thursday. Iran's state prosecutor Haji Reza Shakrami has said, "We are not currently providing statistical data on the total number of detainees." However, a large number of detainees have been seen being transferred to two prisons over the past few days. U.S. President Donald Trump has given his support for the protesters and warned the Iranian regime that the U.S. is watching in a message on Twitter. He said, "Furious protesters called on President Hassan Rouhani's government to focus less on issues abroad and more on domestic problems. The people have little food, big inflation, and no human rights. The U.S. is watching." Angry demonstrators have called on their president to focus less on issues abroad and more on domestic problems. At present, Iran is involved in several wars abroad as they continue to battle with Saudi Arabia for dominance of the Middle East. The country has taken drastic measures to try and stop the protests, including cutting off internet access for certain mobile appliances such as Instagram, which were allegedly being used to organize the demonstrations. The president of Iran, Hassan Rouhani, has also made an intervention in recent days. He emphasized the government would show no tolerance for those who damage public properties, violate public order and create unrest in society. According to officials, 6 protesters were killed on Monday night for an attack on a police station in Girgian, while a total of 15 other protesters have been killed in clashes with police across the rest of the country. One member of the Revolutionary Guards has also died, according to Iranian officials. The demonstrations are the biggest show of dissent in Iran since the mass protests of the Green Movement were brutally suppressed in 2009. Then, at least 30 people were killed and thousands arrested during a wave of protests against the disputed re-election of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.